thanks. I've got pink fingers. I was going to set up the camera so you can watch me trying to dye the leather or colour the leather on this seat in Jessie. I tried it on the rear seat base, the one that I'm not using, the one that's very black in the leather, and it didn't make much difference. So I thought I'd try it on the seat in the car, because the seat in the car hasn't got the black. It's more of a pink colour where it's faded in the sun. So I thought it might actually work on this. Now I've put about what feels like 50 million coats on. It's probably about, realistically, about 5 coats of this stuff. And I've just buffed it up. And looking at it, I just think it hasn't really worked, and I'm not happy with it. But then I went over to the driver's side, which I haven't done, and it does look better than the driver's side now, so I think maybe it is working. It's just proving a bit hard work, and it's not going to be perfect by any means, but I think it is improving. I'll show you. So this is the driver's side. It's very black. I don't expect this black stuff to disappear, because the dye I've got doesn't seem to really dye dark colours light, if that makes sense. It has to be a light colour for the dye to work. So this side I haven't touched, but if I pan over, I think you can see which bits I've actually done, and they do look a lot better. I mean, the obvious one there is this centrepiece. That is a lot better, isn't it? And if we look over there, the passenger side, yeah, it's not amazing, but that is better. It does look nicer. I'll go around now. Here, this piece of the seat is leather. I did try and treat that corner over there, but it didn't really make much difference to this. I was very tempted to spray that with the vinyl spray so it matches that colour, because the back of this seat is actually vinyl anyway, and that has been painted with the vinyl spray. This back seat I bought like this. I have not touched it. That is as it is. It's a really nice seat, that. And the dye, I think, is bringing it up to a colour to sort of almost match, or near as, you know. Okay, here we are on the passenger side. And I say, you know, the black cracks are still here, but I guess you call that patina. It does look better. You can't tell with the light, but well, you can easily see that this is better than that, which hasn't been done. I mean, this armrest wasn't bad anyway because it was tucked up and I haven't treated underneath yet. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, especially with the dyed cloth and the carpet. Carpet looks okay. So unfortunately, I put the blanket over because it's got quite bad damage under there on this seat base, which is a shame. Unfortunately, it's going a bit dark now. The light's going, sun's going down. So I'll just have a go at this. I'm unprepared. I kind of want to shout cut, but I can't be bothered to lean over and turn the camera off. I'm going to get my blankie out of the way because I don't want to dye my blankie, purely for the fact that I don't want to get a red bum. Okay, let's do this. Oh, what I must do is move the seatbelt, because I don't want to dye the seatbelt. So when I put this stuff on, it looks quite good. You know, it dyes it bright red. and you think, oh yeah, that's great. But as it dries or it soaks in, it actually goes a lighter colour again, which is a shame really. You know, you put it on like this and you think, oh yeah, that looks brilliant. It's amazing. Yeah, unfortunately, as I say, I put 5 coats on that passenger side and it does look better. So, I say this is the first coat on this driver's side. Mind that seat belt. And this stuff, I'm using no gloves at all, and I feel like a right muppet. I really should have put gloves on doing this, but my fingers are pink. It's too late. If you're going to do this, put some gloves on, because you get pink fingers. Now, I've heard of pink eye, but I've not heard of pink fingers. Yes. Now, I definitely will not be wearing a white shirt in this car for a little bit until I know that this stuff's dry. Right, it says leave it for 10 minutes and then buff it up. Or, you know, apply several coats. So we'll leave that for 10 minutes. I'll probably give this back piece a little go over again and see what I can do there. Now, can you see on the camera? Probably not. Let's have a look. This piece is dried and it looks a lot lighter than these pieces, and that's what I'm on about, is that you put it on and you think, oh, it's a very deep red, but then it just dries back to how it was. But it obviously has made an improvement. Can I say, you could see the difference when I first turned the camera on, and we should see the difference when I've treated all this side. I'll put the armrest up, and that hasn't been treated on the bottom, so you'll be able to see the difference there. You can see my dodgy bit of carpet here. That's where it's broken. But, oh well, never mind. I'll just keep my eyes open for another piece. It doesn't look bad at the back. I don't even know if I've set the camera up right, but I've done 2 coats, and I'm rubbing it. You know, you're meant to buff it up or something. I mean, you're watching this, you know, with the 10 minutes waiting time extracted, so I guess we'll be able to see if it's made a difference easily. I mean, the one good thing I can see is that there's now not an obvious difference between these. They look like they're more matching. I think it has made an improvement. I think it really has. Just subtle. You know, I've got to go at this up here as well. And I say it's all very subtle. I suppose, you know, I shouldn't have expected miracles from something like this. I mean, the whole thing, I got some leather cleaner, dye and conditioner with 2 application pads. I think that was about, I think it was 30 quid. 30, 40 quid, something like that. Probably 40 with the postage. And I say, you can't expect miracles. The only other option would be, I would imagine, is to paint the leather. And I always find painted leather looks a bit tacky. I'm not sure, I've never painted leather myself. I just don't want it to look too fake, if that makes sense. I don't want it to look like it's been painted, if you know what I mean. I think the main reason that this leather stuff isn't as good as perhaps they say it is because they did say check your leather is absorbent. And I think like with the leather that's on, say, John's Mercedes, the leather's quite thin and grainy, you know, you can almost see, that it's leather, and his dye has been sort of soaking into the leather, whereas this stuff's quite hard, and I believe, and I might be wrong, but it looks like the leather is sort of painted anyway from factory, and I think the dye stuff I've got can't really penetrate that as well as it can, say, on John's leather, because I think John's leather has been dyed, whereas this leather I think has been painted red rather than dyed red. I think it has improved. Yeah, I'll do another couple of coats, I think, and then we'll have a look at that armrest and see how different it is. It's gone really dark now. I've had to put the big spotlight on. But yeah, I think you can see, I have not put the dye or any treatment on this piece, and it is lighter than the other pieces, isn't it? Isn't it? Or am I just seeing things? For this now, I have to buff all this residue off. I've left that passenger door open so it's knocking. I think it does look better. I suppose I'll see it better in the daylight. And I'll probably think, well, I didn't do anything. After the dye's been put on, I've got some conditioner that goes on top. It's like a protective cream. I don't know if that will make any difference. The seat looks better on here, but it's probably just because it's dark. Everything looks better when it's dark. I bet I look better. Turn the lights out. She looks amazing. I think that genuinely does look better, doesn't it? I'm going to come round there and have a look with you. I'm behind you. Oh yeah, look at that. The whole seat was like this. That is better. It's subtle, but it is better. It's better than that, because that's what it was like. It was pink almost. But, that is better. I look forward to seeing that in the daylight tomorrow. I'm going to treat this now. I'll leave the camera on so you can see. Put a few coats on that. I think that does, it genuinely looks a lot nicer. Time to get pink fingers again. Let's slop it on. I put that yellow cloth down there because it's protecting my seat belts, because my seat belts are light grey. And I'd only be dyeing them if I didn't have that there. Pull that out a bit just to do that edge. Cool. So what I've been doing is I put one coat on, let that dry, put another coat on, let that dry, put another coat on. I put about 3 or 4 coats on this piece, maybe one more on the other side. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what it looks like in the morning. Hello, Paul, if you're watching. Paul, my stepdad. Paul, I'm actually using my clock outside so I can time the 5 minutes between coats. Are you proud of me? Thank you, Paul. Rub-a-dub-dub. 3 men in a tub. Why was it men? Why was it ladies? What's the fun with being blokes in a boat? Huh? I come up with some right rubbish sometimes. I've completely forgotten how many coats that was. I think that was just one coat. It looks better already. I want to go in now, I'm cold. I think I'll put one more coat on that. Let me come round with you and have a look. I don't know, that looks pretty good to me. I don't know bad at all. I don't know. Oh, go on, I'll give it one more rub. Let's give it a rub with what's left over on the sponge. I might as well use it up, it's only going to dry up otherwise. Alright. Be like Ainsley Harriet, give your meat a good old rub. Yeah, boy. I think it's definitely time for me to go in. It's still drying, but I gotta start her up now because I need to put her away. She's happy. I think she likes her new seat. Let's keep the revs up a little bit. Oh! Oh! Music's on. Can't have music on. I'll get copyrighted. Okay, I'm going to give this a rub. This is my last rub for tonight. And I'm going in. I'm going to tuck my blankie back in. Put her away in the garage. And I'm going in and I'm going to have a nice cup of tea. And I might make another video actually. Why not? Go and make another video. I like making videos. There you are. I think that's all matching. Fantastic. Get my seatbelts out. Bloody things. Tuck the blanket in. close up. Oh, it's too bright for that now. It's too bloody bright. Ah. Bon voyage! Wow, you were balanced there anyway, weren't you, eh? Oh dear. I know you're going to go flying anyway. Can you see the blooming car? Probably not. I can't see outside because you're in my eye. It's so bright. I need some lights on outside. There they are. I'll try and get her in the garage now. There's not enough daytime, you know? Not enough daytime. Because I'm wide awake and I want to play. But it's dark and cold. It's a bit awkward getting in this garage because I haven't got a reverse light. And someone's parked a Land Rover in the way. Could use you as my reverse light. I'll just point you out the back. This is so heavy to steer when you're going slow. Right, are we going in? I think so. I'm going to have to turn you off because turn the light off anyway. Because I can't see bugger all. I put the indicator on as a reverse light because it flashes the garage wall. I can see it. She's going in. Can't hear any scrapes or bangs. I think we're in. We made it. Well done. I'll show you my view. The epoxy Land Rover. Just makes it a little bit awkward to get in and out of the garage. Just in case you don't own a P4 or don't know, the dipper switch is actually down on the floor. Down here. See? And you click that. Put high beam and dip beam on. I think that's another nifty little P4 thing. Right, I'm talking to you, but probably can't see me. I wonder if I've got any red on my face. No, I think I'm okay. Yeah, that's it for me today. Let's turn these lights off because I'm on a dynamo, so she's not going to be charging with all the lights on tick over. That's it for tonight anyway, and I've probably got a red back now. At least I've got a dark coloured fleece on. And it's my Allegro Club one, so I hope it's not ruined. Definitely cup of tea time now. Thanks for watching. Bye. No tea. I didn't realise I was still recording. I thought Lyndon was going to make me a cup of tea. But he didn't make me a cup of tea. Did he, Smudge? Nope. Didn't make anyone a cup of tea.